You know, early on when I first got here, my sheriff had always dropped the idea of us having an app. We tinkered around with first wanting to create a new website so that we could integrate the app into the website. I didn't want it to be this long, drawn-out process that would take up a bunch of my time when I already wear 10 other hats at the agency. And I was pleasantly surprised at how well managed it was, how smooth it was. It was so easy for me to just tell them what I wanted and they created it. It was overnight. I felt relieved and I felt like I was accomplishing one of the huge projects that my sheriff wanted from me from the beginning by partnering with the Sheriff app. And so I was just so relieved at how easy the process was and how well it was received by the public and by our agency. For us, we need to keep up with the times. And the times are pushing towards instant notification, instant gratification, instant knowledge, instant news. And we have tried to keep up with that as an agency. And I think the community response has just been, we're just so glad that you guys always keep us informed. We feel so informed. We feel like we know the sheriff. We feel like we always know what's happening in our communities. So if that's the case, I'm doing my job.
The community really likes the app. We get a lot of positive feedback on it. We know that they enjoy the push alerts. We know that they use all the features of the app, the being able to see who's in jail and everything like that. So that they really enjoy us having that extra level of communication that the app provides, as opposed to just a static website or typical social media channels. And we've gotten a lot of good engagement with the app. The downloads, have steadily increased, and they use it on a daily basis. You can look at the metrics that come on the dashboard, and you can see how many interactions we get with that app in a week, and it's a very high number.
One of the biggest things that the community likes to see is if there's a major traffic incident, receiving a push notification before they leave work or before they leave house to travel to work or school or wherever their final destination is. They get this information in real time at the palm of their hands because we're always pushing out information to the community about roads to avoid, maybe due to a major construction incident, major traffic crash incident, or some unknown cause that's causing a roadway to be closed. The community truly and genuinely likes that feature the best.
Being able to use the Sheriff app in a crisis or in any type of emergency is unquestionably has brought a benefit to my job. As a one-person PIO, I am in charge of all of the information going out. And so I'm always looking for ways to make my job easier, to save time. And the Sheriff app has absolutely allowed me to do that. But as more and more people move almost strictly to using their smartphone to do this job, I found that I absolutely need to do that in the field when I'm responding to an emergency. And I don't have the benefit of my computer in front of me. So even when times have called for us that we've needed to make a change on the app, this company has been so responsive at understanding the nature of the urgency of our business and being able to be flexible enough to make changes on the fly so that we can properly serve our citizens. So communication is at the heart of what we do in public service, and it really runs everything. So to be the person responsible for the public communication from our agency is a responsibility I don't take lightly. And so I want to have all the tools available to me that I can use to do my job to the best of my ability. And the Sheriff app is one of those tools that just makes my job easier and makes me feel like I'm truly making a difference in serving the public.
And this is not the first app we've tried. We've tried a couple of other creating our own apps in the past, and they really were, I could best describe them as kind of lame. Didn't excite anybody to really tune in. The Sheriff app has been really effective. And it has, basically what it does is it brings your website where people could go on your website and look up stuff. This kind of brings your website to life. It's a website on steroids. And I've seen on other social media sites, people recommending it. Say, hey, if you're looking for a good local government app to get you information in real time on road closures, serious accidents, go to the Sheriff's app. So people promote it as being a really good thing, and I was really pleased to see that. I'm satisfied with it, and I wouldn't even consider getting rid of it. And if you don't have something like this, you need to get it. Your citizens want information. They don't want every bit of information in the world. They want important information. They want information that they believe can help keep them safe, help make their life easier. When they get an alert, a website doesn't give you an alert. But people want text. And I can tell you, my citizens want to get text from us through this app. You can provide them information and they will feel that they're important because you're transmitting this information directly to them and directly to their phone. It's invaluable. And if you don't have this app, I think you're really missing out on a real effective tool of communication that will bring your citizens closer to you. This is the missing piece of communication that goes directly from you to your citizens in the form of an app to their phone that everybody carries around. And if you're not using this missing piece, you're missing out.